Well, well, well. When I tell you I am hotter than fish grease, I am hotter than fish grease. And this is why.
All right, we have breaking news. The United States is in a full-on constitutional crisis. The Supreme Court ruled 9-0 that Abrego Garcia must be returned to the United States, and the Trump administration is refusing to yield to the court's order. I'm going to read to you the exact court transcripts that are happening right now, and I'm going to give you a summary. But I also want to give you a summary of the case. Abrego Garcia, who was here legally, he was legally in the United States, was kidnapped and taken to El Salvador by the United States government and did not have due process. He never had the opportunity to say, hey, listen, I'm actually here legally. They just deported him. And he's married to a U.S. citizen, Jennifer Sura. They are married, and the United States government illegally deported him. Now, the United States government is refusing to bring him back to the United States. Now, I want you to listen to what the court said, because this is really disturbing. This is really scary. Okay, so this guy, Drew Ensign, who is representing the United States government before the court, he says, so this is what the judge says. Contrary to what the government put in the briefing, there is no need for further briefing. Now I need to know if the defendants are willing to answer my three questions. Want to go one by one? Let's start with this is the judge speaking. Why did defendants not comply with my order to give me someone with personal knowledge about Abrego Garcia's current location status? And this is what Drew Ensign said. We've said what we can say. They're asking specifically, where the hell is Garcia Abrego? What info do you have? This is the judge. I do not have that info. So the government is going on record saying no info on his whereabouts? Ensign, I'm saying I don't have that info as an officer of the court. Clients have not provided that info to me as of today. It's quite basic information. This is the judge. I'm asking a very simple question. Where is he? Filing about an hour ago talks about prospective info. You're saying you've had time to think of next steps, but this question isn't about prospective next steps. I'm asking simply, where is he? Ensign repeats that he doesn't have that info. So the government's opinion on this in front of the courts is that they do not have the info about where Garcia Abrego is. I thought that he was in SCOTUS prison because that's where they sent him. Isn't that just the basic answer? I'll tell you, he's dead. He is absolutely dead, which is why the administration is not willing to bring him back to the United States. He's dead.
So, this is the law and order president, right? Who refuses to obey the ruling of the Supreme Court. And let's keep it a buck, shall we? The Republican-leaning Supreme Court, 9-0 ruling that the man needs to be brought back. Now, the administration had no problem with, wanting to uphold and obey the law of the land when the Supreme Court reversed Roe versus Wade. No problem with it. And instead of conceding the fact, okay, we effed up, we illegally kidnapped and deported this man and bring him back, we're going to keep fighting. And even though we keep fighting, they said, bring him back. The hell you say? What you going to make me do? Who going to check me, boo? I keep telling you. Them now, us later. He was here legally married to a United States citizen. So for those of you who think that it can't happen to us, and let's just keep it a buck. The people it will happen to are the brown and the black people. And don't come over here with no bullshit, because you know what I'm saying is true. Because the man was kidnapped, straight up, no chaser. Just like the Africans were kidnapped and brought to a land for chattel slavery, to be beat, raped, sold, unalived. But now here we are in 2025, and the same thing can be done. right before our very eyes. And I'm putting it here on record, just in case something nefarious should come my way. This is disgusting. I'm so irritated. I'm so pissed. I'm pissed to the highest of pistivity. And again, it goes part and parcel to the fact that when a person cannot admit that they are wrong about anything, and even when the administration said, yeah, we mistakenly sent him over, but we ain't gonna bring him back. You got to fight to bring him back for a mistake that y'all made. Yeah, this is what we're doing in 2025. And if you don't see what's happening around you, you don't want to see. You don't want to. And again, for all of you say, well, he's done good here. Okay, whatever. But if the bad outweigh the good, I'm sorry, it ain't a wash. Because we have yet to see the good. But he's been doing a whole bunch of bad. It ain't been 90 days yet. Putting people, in the words of Jack Nicholson, lives in danger from a few good men. Spitting in the faces of their families, spitting in the faces of the law. Throwing up the middle finger, say, what you gonna do? Because again, the courts ruled. Those are my thoughts. What are yours? Take that with you.